Welcome to neck and shoulder release. This is an area that is 100% common to get those aches and pains. So just a few exercises so we feel a bit looser and a bit better in these joints. We're going to start on the floor. On the floor, but we're just going to kneel first of all. So we're going to do what's called neck cars, controlled articular rotation. So if you make a fist with your hands, pull your shoulders away from your ears. So the rest of your body thinks stiff like a pencil. Now I am going to talk, but when you're doing this, it's much better if you close your back teeth. So in this stiff position here, I want you to bring your chin down to your chest. I then want you to look over to your right shoulder, so turn. I then want you to side bend, so that left side feels like it's getting a really nice stretch. So bend the head to the side, and then with your chin, I want you to start to make the biggest circle that you can. So going all the way back, all the way round. So then you are looking over that left shoulder, and then you're going to sweep your chin down, like trying to make the biggest double chin you can. And then again, look to your right shoulder, side bend, so let the head tilt to the side. Make the biggest circle that you can, coming all the way round into those tight corners. And I want you to do one more. So just keep going this direction for me. Look, side bend, make the biggest circle, all the way back, nice and slow, nice and controlled, not speeding up, not slowing down. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So chin to chest, look to the left shoulder, side bend the head, tilt it to the side, work in through all the range that you have available, coming round, looking over that right shoulder, sweeping the chin to the chest, look to the left, side bend, so we get that nice big pull down that right side of the neck, all the way round, all the way round. And guys, we've got one more. So just keeping at this speed, really do pull those shoulders away from your ears as well if they've started to sneakily rise up. Get them locked and down in place, and all the way round. Lovely. All right, moving on to the shoulders, we're going to do one hand at a time. So again, I want you to be in this kind of stiff position. I want you to turn your right palm this way. So this is called external rotation. And then what we're going to do is turning it as much as we can this way. We're going to bring it into the midline, all the way up without turning, twisting, anything around the rest of our body. When it gets stuck up here, I then want you to rotate it the other way. So as much as you can, rotate the other way, and then make the biggest circle that you can while keeping it rotated that way. And we're just going to do a couple more of these. So when we get to the hip, turn into the midline, all the way up, twist it at the top as much as you can, get that twist the other way, reach back, make the biggest circle that you can, and then one more. So externally rotate to the midline, up nice and slow, twist at the top, slowly moving it back and really reaching that arm back. So just getting those shoulders working through their fullest range. Same on the other side, lock your body in, externally rotate that left hand, bring it up to the midline, all the way up. Oh, that one's a bit stiffer.
I turn it. All of this stuff is just
right,
so
turn,
good.
Turn. And we are really trying to work through our biggest range. So it will feel a bit difficult. We're not just going for a nice easy shoulder circle. So we're using those muscles to take us through what's called our maximum active range. So really reach back and twist. And then we've got one more, externally rotate to the midline, up, twist at the top, and really reach back as we're twisting, and twisting. Good, so just coming back to the neck, so we've done the shoulders. We're gonna do more of a passive stretch. So I want you to take your left hand, again, make that fist and pull that shoulder away from your left ear. Right hand just comes onto the side of the left side, top of the head, and then we're just going to gently pull. We don't need to like really aggressively yank our head to the side. You will just feel this. Now you can kind of play around with the chin position. So if you want to kind of lean forward, if you get like a really good stretch there, maybe if you lift the chin up, you know, you might get a bit more tension through the fronts of your neck. Just keep the tension on the side of your head by just pulling gently down. So we're going to stay here. While we're here, guys, focusing on your breathing. So we want a nice big inhale through the nose, down into the belly, and then exhale. So just keep that light pressure on the side of your head. as we're doing this. So 2 more breaths. Inhale through the nose, down into the belly. And then exhaling slowly. And again, just reminding you just to keep that pressure on the side of your head a little bit, pulling that shoulder away from your ear. And 1 more breath. And then just slowly let that go. Give the shoulders a little shake. Same on the other side, so make a fist. Pull your right shoulder away from your ear, so that really doesn't need to be pulled down as much as you can. Left hand on the right side of your head, and again, just move it around. Where do you feel like a really good, that is tight, and that's where I want to hold this stretch. So just get into it, and then a little focus on breathing. Do you get a stiff neck?
I get such a stiff neck.
Yeah.
It's because I'm on my phone all the time, right?
Same.
Yeah.
I think really now, even the people that do not have a desk job are now getting stiff shoulders and necks because of the rise of phone use.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a bit more desk work, but I don't have a desk job, and I definitely notice my neck and shoulders now. Obviously, we're, midlifers, so joints don't quite feel as supple as they used to. 1 more breath here, guys, holding that. Perfect. Just slowly release. We're going to come down, so I should have said at the beginning, we will need a couple of blocks. If you haven't got a couple of blocks, just a couple of thick books, or just even a couple of cushions, like rolled over cushions will do. So we're going to set those about shoulder width apart. You're just doing a little work for the lats, again, like kind of upper back shoulder muscles. So bring them in a little bit. I want you to put your elbows on top of the blocks like this with your palms facing you. I then want you to walk your knees. You can let your hands kind of touch each other. And then imagine you're dropping your head down through the middle of your shoulders. So you should get a bit of a stretch here through the lats. I then want you to think about curling your pelvis under and pulling your ribs up into your body. And that will just make you feel that one a little bit more. So we're going to hang out here for about 30 seconds. And then when I say go, we're going to create a little bit more of a push down into the block with the elbows. So first of all, just holding onto this stretch and breathing. So again, just thinking about taking a breath in, down into the belly. And then exhaling through the mouth. So let's just do a couple more nice big breaths as we hold this stretch. Okay, and then in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, I want you to start to just build up by pushing your elbows, trying to make an indent into that block. So about a 7 out of 10, not too aggressive. So just keep a bit of pressure now through the elbows, pushing down, keep pushing down for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just let that go. And just really kind of melt into that stretch. Hold on to that for another 10 seconds. And then just slowly release. Walk the knees in, hands come down. And then the last one we're going to do, we're just going to remove 1 block but keep 1. And again, you can use a cushion. We are going to come onto our side, so a bit of a sideline rotation. So I want the bottom leg here to be straight, and I want the top knee bent. And it just comes over and meets the block. Now, with this one, your head can be on the floor, or it can be resting on another block if you feel like that's uncomfortable. But what we're going to do is slide 1 shoulder back and then open. But I want you to make sure that that knee does not slide back with you. So reach back and then come forwards. So like closing a really large book. And then again, shoulder comes back, arm comes back, and reach, just hold on to it. I can see your hands really near my head. And then close. And we're going to do 5 of these. So reaching back, opening the arm, really trying to make sure that that hip does not move. So that big twist and that big stretch comes through the front of the chest and the shoulder. Reach back and open. Even push that knee forward slightly so we really feel that in the right places. And 1 more on this side. Close, Reach back and open. And then sweep together, and then just a little change over to the other side. So a reminder that the bottom leg stays nice and straight. And then into this position, head on the floor. Keep that hip pushing forward as we slide and open that top arm as much as we can, nice and wide, and then bring it back together. So 5 nice, slow, controlled, opening through that arm and chest, keeping that hip nice and still so it doesn't move backwards as you open that top arm away from the bottom arm. Good, and a couple more. Lovely, and last one. And bring it back together. Awesome, guys, well done.
That was bloody lovely.
Finishing there, look at us with our hair all like tumbling on the floor. So
Totally
that was your
lubricated.
upper body, a little bit of upper body mobility, focusing a little bit more on the neck and the shoulders, loads more in the Fitbit membership. So if that's something that you need to work on, then come and join us. You can get a 7-day free trial. Membership starts at $12.99 a month, which is an absolute steal, is it not?
It is indeed.
Yeah, hope to see you there.